Here we have a dish that I utilize cold dish as well as a warm dish. In the raw vegan world, we really don't eat cooked food, but because many of our family members enjoy and missing the hot food, warm cooked food, so I'm introducing a version that you can do both cold and hot. In this dish, I use Asian Chinese rice stick, and you need to just boil this ahead of time and rinse it through cold water so the starchiness will not cause the noodle to stick together. And I use, again, my fresh alfalfa sprouts. If you can find this, is seaweed that you can find at Asian restaurant, or even a lot of the grocery store now have it. And you don't need a lot, just a little bit will go a long way. Fresh lemon juice, a little bit of parsley, tomato, chopped up tomato, and here is something I just chop up: ginger, green onion, and add 1/4 teaspoon of salt because the rice stick noodle has no flavor. Now all I do is really warm up ginger and chopped ginger and green onion, and then add a teaspoon of coconut oil to flavor the food. I'm not burning my oil at all. Again, as you can see, the first volume of Delicious Enzyme, I taught people how to make a hot dish food without burning the oil, whether it's olive oil or coconut oil, and use it as a flavor. The taste is still the same. It's just that what we once were used to, now we can be creative. So here we go. I just heat up this ginger a little bit. And this has, because it has salt already, so we don't need to add any more salty flavor. And I also turn the stove on kind of medium-low and squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. Now I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice to flavor the tomato, as well as the alfalfa sprout. And we'll just reserve this for later use because we're going to use it more. So as long as my ginger is heating up a little, I'm close to ready. And then stir in all the rest and make like a little soup paste with 1/4 cup of water. So without burning this. And I'm getting my coconut oil ready. 1 teaspoon maximum. If you like, you can add more. So I'm having this ready. As soon as it's warm without boiling, it would be ready because green onion and ginger, you can eat it raw. And it's still very tasty, and it adds so much flavor to your food. Now that it's getting a little warm, I'm going to add my teaspoon of coconut oil. And it would just make somewhat like a paste. Okay, as this mixture, ginger and green onion salt mixture, is beginning to heat up with a little bit of 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, takes maybe less than 2 minutes. Now we're ready to stir things together. While it's hot, I totally turn off the stove top. So now it's off, so it will not cause it to boil. I stir in the tomatoes, a little bit of the cilantro. It doesn't take a whole lot. And you see, it's very colorful. Now because the stove is off, I can squeeze the rest of the lemon juice in there. Now I can add the seaweed. The seaweed is already a little salty, so we have to be careful the amount of salt we add in. Now stir this. Just this much will feed 2 to 3 people. Now let's put it together. I have these plates here, and the noodle is hot. Or you can just put extra in your pan when you cook the noodle, and keep the rest in the fridge. And then I have another plate that is colorful because the white rice stick noodle don't show up as a special plate. And then I add some alfalfa sprouts around it. Some people may not like alfalfa sprouts, but that's why I can put it on the side. As a garnish. Now here's the dress up. Because this mixture can be quite salty, so you don't have to add anything until you taste it. Especially for people that have lost appetite when they have overcome a serious illness. This really, with the ginger, green onion, it just can cause their appetite to return back to normal. And that's part of my goal. Delicious beginning, eating whole and healthy.